The Donner Party story is one of adventure and the dream of a better life. This group of migrants set out for California in 1846. Their journey quickly became a nightmare as they faced a series of setbacks and delays. In the spring of 1846, a small group of pioneers led by the families of George and Jacob Donner and businessman James Reed left for the fertile farmlands of Central California. There were just over 30 people in the group. This included multiple employees and teamsters. They made good progress for about a month until they reached Independence, Missouri. There, they joined a larger wagon train that was headed west as well. As the pioneers traveled westward on the Oregon Trail, more families like Lavinia Jackson Murphy and Thomas Rhodes joined, expanding the wagon train. After reaching Fort Laramie in mid-June and the Little Sandy River in mid-July, a crucial decision divided the group on July 20, 1846. While most continued to Fort Hall and the Oregon Trail, a quiet but significant split occurred with the Donner and Reed families, hinting at divergent fates. However, a smaller contingent decided to continue southward, to Fort Bridger. This was a less trodden part of the trail, and they needed a leader. George Donner stepped in. The initial journey was filled with hope, excitement, and positiveness. But the Donner Party soon faced many challenges and obstacles which tested their strength and resilience, and ultimately took their lives. The party selected George Donner as its leader. At maximum, the party numbered 87 people in 23 wagons. The Donner Party set off for Fort Bridger. The group's journey to the fort went well until an unreliable guide, Lansford Hastings, sent riders to suggest his untested shortcut path, the Hastings Cutoff, causing a likely threat to their progress. Instead of taking the familiar Oregon Trail route, the Hastings Cutoff suggested a different path, leading southwest from Fort Bridger into unknown territory. But the unfortunate reality was that the cutoff was 125 miles longer than the established trail. It led them through some of the most cruel landscapes in the Great Basin. The Donner Party took the cutoff on July 31st. Progress was good at first, but they lost about 2 weeks in challenging mountains. Crossing the desert and the Ruby Mountains proved tough, resulting in lost cattle, abandoned wagons, and valuable time. The Donner Party, aiming to rejoin the main California Trail, lost a crucial month due to the ill-fated Hastings Cutoff. By late September, they faced a desperate race to cross the Sierra Nevada passes before harsh winter struck. The shortcut, intended to speed up their journey, ended up leading to one of the most infamous tragedies in American pioneer history. Exhaustion, tension, and fear began setting in for the group. Morale was low and cracks were forming in the group as they came to Donner Pass on October 31st. Their situation quickly turned from bad to worse. Snow began to fall in the mountains, and with each day it deepened. Eventually, they could not go further. As they waited for the snow to stop, they impatiently built cabins near Donner Lake and Alder Creek. The oxen, their main food source, wandered off and were lost. The snow continued and winter set in, tangling the Donner Party in the mountains. They failed to cross the mountains in time. Weeks passed and by December, many members of the party were suffering from malnutrition. Bayless Williams failed to survive and died at the lake camp, the first death thus far. The situation worsened as snowfall continued, and the group was stranded in the mountains with reduced food supplies. With no options left, some in the party had to eat mice and chew on boiled oxhide to survive. Many others died. The Donner family camped a bit lower on the mountain pass and sadly lost Jacob and 3 hired men to the harsh elements. On December 16th, a desperate group of 15 set out on a mission to cross the pass. This was the party's only hope of survival. The party named themselves the Forlorn Hope. They faced a month of relentless challenges, bitter cold, storms, deep snow, and scarce food. Tragically, the unforgiving conditions claimed the lives of several men within the initial days, leaving them lost and snowblind in their desperate bid for survival. After several days without food, they resorted to the unthinkable, cannibalism, to stay alive. Despite the initial refusal by some members, it soon became their only option. They first considered killing some of their group for food. But soon, the forces of nature would make that extreme, as the deaths began to mount. The survivors took the muscles and organs from the bodies of the already dead men. They ate what they could stomach, and dried the rest for storage. This went on for weeks. In the end, only 7 members of the party survived. The 8 men who died were cannibalized and eaten. The survivors were eventually rescued. 47 members of the Donner Party survived the trial, while 42 died in the mountains. The Donner Party's struggles serve as a warning about the dangers of exploration. Their story, retold in books and movies, highlights the challenges pioneers faced, resonating with people today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you liked our effort. Subscribe for more, and check out these recommended videos on your screen now. Until next time, stay blessed and happy.